you need experience to get hired, but then you need a job to get experience. So, this is what's actually happening in the job market. So, you're not crazy. Right now, we're seeing a decline in the amount of entry level positions that are being offered. And even in the entry level positions being offered, they are all requiring experience. So, as a young person navigating today's job market, let's talk about some of the things that you can be doing to protect yourself or get ahead. The first thing to understand is that what's happening in the job market is structural, where AI is essentially taking away the need for employers to hire for entry level positions. So I'm seeing a stat here that says 40% of employers expect to reduce their workforce where AI can automate tasks. So, with that being said, one of the first things that I would focus in on is making sure that I am interacting with AI. And I'm not saying that you need to go and read books about AI, although that could be helpful, or that you need to know the inner workings of AI. No. But what I'm saying is that you should be playing with these tools and learning how to use them in whatever field that you are in. Entry level jobs that require AI skills have surged by 30% in 2025. So, if you want to get an entry level job, you're going to want to use AI. Now, one of the people that I follow to learn more about AI, and one of my favorites is a guy named Liam Otley, and I'm going to leave his channel in the description. The second thing that I would recommend is to get unshy really fast. With the structural changes that are coming to the job market and that are here already, I think personally that it will be more important than ever to develop relationships with people. Now, as I've mentioned in other content, I think the most powerful way to do that is to use social media because you can reach many people at once. But in general, working on your ability to communicate and your ability to persuade, I think will be more important than ever. As also, I don't think that AI will necessarily be amazing at that, right? We have this ability to develop connections with people through facial expressions and body language, and being able to master and at least improve that aspect of your communication, I think will work wonders for you. So, get unshy and talk to people and work on your communication skills. Go out and network and meet people in the field. Because, once again, if you're sending out job applications via the internet, then there's a very high chance that those job applications are being reviewed by an artificial intelligence tool of some sort. So you need to find a way to stand out and differentiate yourself. And the most powerful way to do that is with your personality and with your human beingness, which the AI doesn't necessarily know or care about. But people hire people. And that's always been the case. So once again, I just think now that's more important than ever to understand and to capitalize on. The last thing that I just wanted to talk about is we're moving from an economy where education was the baseline for how you would get a job. But now, a lot of people are noticing this. You can have a freaking PhD or master's, and that education doesn't mean anything. What employers are looking for is for either experience or a certain sort of ability to gain experience, right? They want to know that you are adaptable. So certificates and creating your own projects, I think those are powerful ways to stand out. And that's why I'm saying also get unshy, like put your work out into the world and have a body of work that people can come and reference when it comes to thinking about whether or not they should hire you and so on. Knowing stuff isn't enough because AI knows everything. So knowing something gives you no edge in the marketplace. You want to be capable of using that information to do something that's valuable to the workplace. And so instead of thinking about, how can I get a job right now, what you really need to do is start thinking about how can I provide value to the marketplace. So my thing is that we've seen this trend where everybody wants to become an entrepreneur and this and that. Well, I think that's going from a want to an actual need, where everyone is going to have a certain level of entrepreneurial ability when it comes to navigating this new economy. So the three things are: start using AI and start learning as much as you can about how to use AI, not how it works. Second, I would say work on your communication skills, because in this new future, it's going to be more important than ever to be able to communicate and connect with other human beings. And third, I really think that you should be thinking like an entrepreneur and finding ways to just go to market, right? Get your skills out there in the world as a minimum viable product that employers can potentially come and invest in. Because once again, that's just the best way to stand out. Is like I want to know that you're going to do the things that I'm trying to hire someone to do. And on top of that, someone who's thinking about how to fill the needs in the marketplace rather than how to fit into a little position that has been created. Because that's the thing, is when you really get a job anyways, it's usually not like you're just doing this job, at least not in the knowledge workspace. It's like what value can you provide to a team? And those are the things that really matter. So just think about, where are there gaps in the marketplace? Find what people are missing. Talk to people who work in your field and figure out what problems they're having, and then start to work towards how you can prove that you've started to think about and work on these problems. I really hope that that was helpful, at least in some way. If it was, just let me know in the comments down below. Like and subscribe. I'll see you next time.